This is how I usually do my base. This is how I usually do my base. You don't put the foundation right away on a bare face, so we would need to moisturize or put a primer. So I am using this one from Mini Pony. It's a makeup base. So dito po kay daghan na itong kaon. Umayra. Usually I put this on the T-zone where I am very oily. So the next step would be choosing what foundation to use. So the best trick is you get a foundation, this one of my all-time favorite drugstore foundation. You get a clean brush. Get some, and then imo siyang ibutang diri sa pinaka ilalo, so that, and then papataglaing foundation. And this is how you will choose a color na doon sa imuha. Ay, napag-isa. So, sa 3 shades, as you can see, ang pinakaduol sa akong skin tone would be the one in the middle. And that is L'Oreal True Match. My shade is G4. So, inana na siya pag-test o pag check kung unsay foundation doon sa mong skin tone. You can also mix match. Pwede ka mo gamit og tagduha ka foundation until makuha nimo ang desired color. So usually I mix both kini and katong sa Catrice kining duha. And when I mix this, I get the perfect shade. But as of today, we will be using this one. So, usa ka foundation na usa. We just get one pump, and then we apply it all over our face. So, I usually dot them on my face. Hindi na ko sila i-ditso o blend. So what I'm gonna do is, one part of my face, I'm gonna use a beauty blender. Then another part of my face, I will be using a brush. Okay. So this is a beauty blender. I have been, before I've been using brush. But since nakagamit ko beauty blender, naka-beauty blender na dito. Because what it does, murag iyang i-tulog sa imong skin ang product. So, muna siya. That's the application using a beauty blender. On the other side, I will be using a brush. So, muna siya. Kabuki brush. I only got this for 100. 170, I think. I also like this brush. Kaya dali ko kaya siya ma-blend. But if you are using like the normal, like this one, ng mga brushes, foundation brush, it would take time. So, nipalit ko yun ani nga kabuki brush. Dali ko kaya siya i-blend brush. What I don't like about using a brush, kay, as you can see, medyo baga diri sa pikas and diri murag thin la ang pag-apply. It's because, and na-feel lang ko na ko niha, when you use a brush, madala bitaw siya sa brush ang product. So what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna apply a thin layer on top para medyo di na po kayo medium coverage. So, ito lang mo naman bebe. Klaro pa kayo si auntie, oh. Ano siyang kapakita na siya today. So, make sure nga itong mga kilid-kilid, mga besh. Paano na siya. Make sure nga mo po ibutang sa liog ang yung mga product eh. Lain na po kayo ng imong nawang gaputi, imong liog galagom. So, just evenly distribute it. So, there. Murag evenly distributed na siya. Dili na murag puti ra ang pikas. So, if you are using a brush, murag, it's advisable to have a very thin second layer. Gamay na siya kaya nga product, half lang nga pump. So, that's how I usually put on the foundation. Next would be concealer. So, the concealer that we're using is Maybelline Fit. Usually, ang concealer, ginagamit ko na siya to highlight. So, these are the usual areas that we highlight. I will be using a sponge again to blend in the side here. Okay, so we're done with the face, the brows, and tapping up, brushing off the powder. So next would be contouring. This is a bronzer and this is the contour. Usually I just blend it together to get like a precise color. So I get like it's like a flat brush but more like circle. And I mix both the contour and the bronzer. Then I dust it off and we apply. So for the nose contour, we usually start with eyebrows going down. As you can see, murag na ako na illusion nga na muscle din dapit na, no? Na lang, no? So make sure you just slowly blend it lang po. And then you put some products here down below from Russia. Now, the trick is, do not just leave that like that. imo po siya i-blend pagawa. Or more natural. Diba? And then, after that siyang alikagutan of foundation. Hindi na kay harsh ang eyes. Ano lang. But, na certain nose na shape na dagko kay dire. So, what they usually do is, they just put a shade here para mo lang gamay ko na ang bangag simbilo. Ano lang. So, that's how we do nose contour. Cheek na sagda. Here is a brush that I am currently using and I fell in love with it. Dali na siya kay siya pag-apply. So this is like a huge fan brush. And what I do is, again, I mix both. And then when you do contour, you start from your ear going down. I just find the powder contour easy and effective to use. So as you can see, diba? Diri round, kaya ako ang buknong, pero diri it has the illusion nga home face. So if di pa kayo sure asa nga line, you just do like that. And just follow it. And then make sure it's well blended. So, wala siya. Let's do the other one. Night times nga ang powder that you're using is medyo bugaw, medyo muddy ang effect. So, just make sure you blend it. And if it's too dark, you can always go back and put foundation on top. This is just giving the illusion that this part there is hollow. So as you can see, and I shape ako noon. Tay. Anak ko tambok. Nasa sana ko 5 kilos. So we also put some here down just to create a shadow. And after that siya i-hide. And if you're like me, grabe ka dako umbo na, we also put some here. We're done with the base. I'll just teach you how to apply highlight. Before, wala man siya kayo siya gigamit nga technique, but just lately, it has been abused by makeup gurus. So, this is a sample of a highlighter. You just choose a color that's near our skin tone. And then the usual areas where you put your highlight is dire sa nose bridge. Just kamay na yun kayo. And then you put some here sa cupid's bow, just to highlight that part. Others will also put some sa chin, just a little one. Dire sa brow bone area. So, if makuhalan siya suga o banda, and then this part here. If you don't have a highlighter, you can just use like a eye palette. Just choose any shimmery shade. Don't excessively highlight your face if it's not needed. But if you really want a glowy look, you can. Sama na siya. Some would also put here sa taas, sa eyebrows. I don't know why, but nice po siya effect. So, that's the base. Usually, we put on blush, but later na siya after the eye makeup.